When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Great to have you with us at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio, home to the Bowling Green Falcons. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Falcons ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's talk for a second about NC State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out?
He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50, 3rd and long. On any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now 1st and goal.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Let's go. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
7, Bowling Green, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize that and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Falcons decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's talk about Bowling Green for a minute. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. And last time they punted, it went back for 6. Nestles it in at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the...
There he goes! He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Gets the first himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out, you see it, keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Falcons will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Oh, the quick spin move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this. Already up, deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go the ball.
We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already...
Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Fighting off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back on the move. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers.
Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to run it. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's going to score. Touchdown, North Carolina State! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UNLV looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 14 to Arizona State.
Give to the back.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Defensively, the more speed you have on the field, the better. Not just to cover wide receivers, but when the QB does this and scrambles outside of the pocket, now you got guys that have really good speed going to catch a quarterback, an athletic quarterback at that. Really nice job by the defense.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You could see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. He's got it. Sweet spin. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the pressure. On the run, still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. to the air on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far there in Northwest Ohio today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Dwight L. Perry Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Working that left side. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
They punt it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 28 over UTEP. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Warren. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Finding open areas. There he goes. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's 1st down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Didn't have much of just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Falcons will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll just try to kick it out of bounds to make sure that thing doesn't get run back. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll give it to the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A strike downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Keeps it himself and gets to first. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Orlando. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Open space at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, NC State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A little screen to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They want to throw it. Spits it out to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Rice. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Blasted as he lets it go. That's caught. It's Warren. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons are marching down the field. Off the RPO, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Anderson wants to throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. And the Falcons send out the punt unit.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. NC State backed up in its own territory, just looking for some room on first down. He's got it.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator's anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Montgomery. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The short hands. It's Orlando. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. The Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Anderson will throw. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has... Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is going all in. That offense has more options than they've had in East Lansing in some time. They're up by 28 over Appalachian State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Anderson wants to throw. He's got the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner will be dragged down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down. Breaks into the open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Got a man. It's Williams. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover.
Looking for the end zone. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today.
It's a seam wide open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. NC State going up tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got this game in hand. Maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.